Once upon a time, in the peaceful kingdom of Ajasa, there was a wise and beloved king named Ibari. King Ibari was known for his kindness and fairness, always putting his people first. The people adored him, grateful for his gentle rule and the harmony he maintained across the kingdom. But despite his blessings, King Ibari carried a heavy heart. He had no child to succeed him. The people of Ajasa yearned for a prince who would one day lead them, but none of King Ibari's wives could conceive. Years passed, and hope began to fade as the king grew older. One day, King Ibari decided to visit a wise oracle to find out why he could not have a child. The oracle, who had mysterious powers, told him that the gods would bless him with a child soon and called the baby a child of two spirits. King Ibari was confused by the strange saying. What could it possibly mean? Then, one day, a miracle happened. The king's youngest wife announced that she was with child. The whole kingdom was filled with excitement. People rushed to the palace with gifts, hoping for a safe delivery. They performed special rituals, lighting candles and singing songs as they got ready for the arrival of the royal baby. The king was eagerly waiting, praying and giving offerings with a hopeful heart. When news spread that the queen had given birth to a baby boy, joy filled every heart, for a prince was finally born, a little boy named Akunna, the long-awaited heir to the throne. The people celebrated with songs, dancing, and feasts that lasted days. On his 10th birthday, King Ibari decided to introduce Prince Akunna formally to the people. He organized a great ceremony filled with music, food, and colorful decorations. People from every corner of Ajasa gathered to meet their young prince. Drum beats rhythmically, dancers stirred, and the crowd buzzed with excitement. Finally, it was time for Prince Akunna to make his grand entrance. As he appeared, dressed in fine robes, the people fell silent. They gazed at him, awe-struck by his beauty. He was a radiant young boy with a face that shone like the morning sun. His skin was smooth, his eyes bright, and his features so delicate that they almost seemed too beautiful for a boy. His beauty was a wonder, and people whispered about it. Some even began to question if he was truly a boy, saying that he looked so graceful. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Is he truly a prince? They whispered among themselves. Look how beautiful he is. Some shook their head in disbelief, convinced that this beautiful child could not be a boy. A guard leaned close to the king and whispered, "My king, the people are questioning Prince Akunna's gender identity." King Ibari's heart sank. He loved his son deeply and knew him to be strong and brave, but he could see that the doubts of the people would not easily disappear. Chief Chidi, the king's younger brother, wanted to be king if King Ibari could not have a heir. He started spreading rumors that the king was raising a girl as if she was a boy because he wanted his family's name to continue. Chief Chidi sent his servants and maids to the market to share these rumors so that people would not accept Prince Akunna. He hoped this would make it harder for Akunna to become king. People murmured at the marketplace, at the riverbank, and during the village festivals. What will happen to our kingdom if King Ibari grows old? Who will take the throne since the prince isn't truly a man? Prince Akunna grew up to be even more beautiful and strong. He practiced various skills like archery, horse riding, and sword fighting. This would demonstrate my capability as the future king beyond my appearance, he told his friends Emeka and Chigozie. He hoped this will solidify his identity in the eyes of the villagers. but the people remained unconvinced due to his beauty. Madam Inena, the village women leader, and her friends would meet at the market square to talk. They would say, "How can a man be that beautiful? I really doubt he's a man." King Ibari grew troubled. He tried everything he could think of to reassure his people. He had the finest tailors create fragrant strong robes for Akunna, adorned with symbols of courage and strength. At festivals, Prince Akunna would appear dressed as a noble warrior, but no matter how he presented himself, the people continued to doubt. King Ibari even organized festivals and ceremonies for Prince Akunna to demonstrate his skills, but none of these efforts changed the people's opinions. One evening, after pondering the problem for a long time, the king called his advisors to discuss a solution. "The people must know the truth," he said firmly. "We cannot let these rumors persist." The advisors listened, and after much thought, a daring idea was suggested. King Ibari decided that his son, Prince Akunna, would walk from the kingdom's traditional center all the way to the palace with no clothing concealing him. In this way, everyone could see for themselves that he was indeed a male. The following morning, news of the king's decision spread like wildfire. People were astonished, but the doubt and suspense drew them to the pathway that led from the kingdom center to the palace. As they gathered, a hush fell over the crowd. The tension was thick, and some felt uneasy, unsure of what they would witness. Prince Akunna arrived at the traditional center. When he finally appeared, people looked amazed as they slowly realized the truth. He stood tall and proud, his heart pounding, but his head held high. He thought of his father's words and knew he must show courage. He took a deep breath and began his walk, step by steady step, towards the palace. The people watched closely, their eyes wide and unblinking. With each step the prince took, the truth became clearer. They could see that he was indeed a man, and all the doubts they had held so firmly began to melt away. Murmurs turned into gasps, and then cheers and relief of joy filled the air. The chiefs lined up, singing and chanting ancient songs and blessings as they walked along the path. "Prince Akunna! Prince Akunna!" the villagers shouted, their voices echoing with newfound pride and acceptance. Drums began to beat again, and people clapped and sang, tossing flowers along his path. By the time he reached the palace, the doubt had vanished, replaced by respect for the brave young prince who had proven himself in such a powerful way. That day became a joyous celebration for Ajasa. King Ibari looked upon his son with pride, seeing not only a beautiful young prince, but a courageous future king. Prince Akunna's strength and honor had won over the people's hearts. From that day forward, no one questioned him again. He was respected not only for his beauty, but also his bravery and truthfulness. Years passed, and when the time came, Prince Akunna became King Akunna, ruling with the same wisdom and fairness as his father, and the kingdom thrived. He fought in battles and won, showing that he was truly meant for greatness. Prince Akunna's life journey would mean interpreting the oracle's prophecy, which called him a child of two spirits, as someone who has both beauty and strength.